Hello and welcome everybody. As I promise, as you see the title, I'm talking about the new moon in Leo to the full moon in Pisces. This is gonna be intense, but very spiritual event. And when we're talking about the spiritual event, that event is gonna begin with kick off a lot of things that goes. They're gonna be happening. We are gonna go into the ignitions. We are gonna go through the moon that she actually is gonna be shifting half away across the sky. But during that shift, we're gonna have a Mercury retrograde. Mars is gonna be entering Libra. There's gonna be some divine energies with Saturn, lessons learned. There's gonna be a lot of things going on, but at the same time, the retrograde period is gonna be basically turn on the knob because at some point we are going to have a lot of retrogrades. We're talking about Venus retrograde, we're talking about Mercury retrograde, we are talking about Pluto's retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune is retrograde, Jupiter is going to be stationary, and at some point Uranus is going to kick on a retrograde motions as well. So talking about all of this, it is a spiritual event to reevaluate the old ways. The old ways, they don't work, they don't grow, and don't then push life to go forward. Um, the old keys doesn't open new doors. That is going to be kind of like the energy of this new moon. That is going to be the parts of you to understand that old understandings doesn't work when it comes in to finding the truth from within. Mars and Venus, they're separate, but they're all gonna come back. They're gonna come back during the Aquarius season. They're all gonna come in together with Pluto in Aquarius. For those special people who are within the age of Aquarius in there, you guys know what to do. Basically, those energies, you work into preparations for that specific moments, but that's gonna be quite a bit far away. But now during this separations of Mars and Venus, because Venus is going retrograde, Mars is going forward, their boat is gonna be comes in and catch up together. So don't worry about the love. Worry about evolving in love. That is this new moon. So beginning of August 16th, Venus is gonna be to focus alone in there. She's gonna be coming up from Leo. She's gonna be entering Virgo. That energy is gonna be presented like I need to heal this feminine side. I need to reorganize this, and I need to show what is going to happen. I need to show up with these things, but looking inside of you, the same thing it is going to be that Venus is going to be feel alone. She's going to be feel left out. Why? Because the sun and the moon, they're moving forward and she's going back. Some of you may be going to be experiencing this abandonment from parents. Some of you may be looking at those issues of how you to go ahead and grow. The only positive things is you are the one who is responsible for your growth. Seeking the new way, seeking the new improvements, seeking the new organizations, the way it needs to be, because on the next day, there's going to be a very interesting later on. I'm talking about within August 17th. During that shift, when Venus is going to be coming into Virgo, the Sun is going to beginning to have its divine revaluations of the visions of what the proper authority should be. The guides, the downloads are going to be coming in to revise. Hey, here, what was your mistake? Here, what you did. Here, what happened. Here, what did you oppose? This is the time of very good self authority evaluations. Is my authority was right or wrong? Is my authority was not in the right place and right in the mindset? What did I missing? Did I act like a child? Did I have to grow up? So during of this processing, there's gonna be some triggers in there with this, but in talking about on August 18th, the moon is gonna be joining Mercury and Mars. During this period, August 18th, August 19th, pay attention in there about this authority, this universe energies. Pay attention of those visions, because the visions, they are going to be opposing that. But what visions? Is that the visions that the authority presents as divine and tries to manipulate, or that is the visions that you see through transformations and what the universe is telling you? And this is going to be triggered within the divine intuitions inside of you. That divine intuition is going to be basically really turn it on. Why? Because she is ready. She is want to reorganize everything. She wants to do the right thing, and looking at forward that she's going to be moving into Libra. It is about what is my relationships, what is I need to do. I have to organize everything before I enter in a relationship. And this is going to be a lot of good revaluations for some of us within all those energies. Talking about the same energies is going to be present on the 19th. She's going to be go through these energies so much. So when the moon is like this, inside of it, looking from within you, don't judge but justify. Stop judging, because the judgment is clouding your visions. And that's what those cloudy visions, if you don't have a clear mental precise pictures from within you, what do you need to do? You need to grow, you need to seek an assistance from above, your higher self, but you also revise. What happened if you did that from before? So what do you need to do? You made it the bad choices in the past, now you need to change to see those bad choices and to make a new choices so you can justify your actions. Okay, so no judgments. So talking about on August 20th, the moon is entering Libra. There's going to be some divine energies coming in there at the beginning for you're going to feel it, those energies powerful. You maybe feel it as a previous night kicks in a little bit. But those divine energies, they are going to be kicking on in there with specifically with Jupiter. You're going to feel when a day comes in. Okay. Those divine energies, they're going to be also kicking with Saturn. So be mindful that you're going to be, since the moon is going to be comes in, it triggers all this. It's actually give you some guidelines for what the seasons they're going to be. Talking about what the Virgo season is going to be, because first the moon goes through it. Then it gives you kind of like these downloads, these visions, these deja vus. Listen to it. If I was you, listen to yourself. So at 21st, those energies are going to be creating all that there. The moon right now is going to be divine energies with Uranus. The divine intuitions is kicking. This is kind of like a little bit before that, because Uranus kind of is going to be slowing down already. But this is kind of like a catching up the last moment. It's like, you know what, before you go to the road, let me give you the guidelines, because I'm going to shift back. I have to go back and get more downloads. I have to revise what I've done, what I've been changing into the material world, so I can go ahead and change it for a better. I'm the innovator. I'm giving the visions. I create these sudden changes, and you have to be ready in the relationship for sudden changes. Changes in the relationship, or actually making positive changes in the relationship. It's always going to be depending from within you. What are you going to be dealing with this? So on the 22nd, the moon is going to be entering Scorpio. Those energies of Scorpio, you guys know that this is going to be in oppositions with Jupiter, and it's going to begin to be also having some squares with Venus. Be kind of like a more within those energies, like seeing those processes in there as a what happened in life. In a personal level, this gonna be like, what is your relationship with mom? What is your mom hide? Or what you did? Did you listen? Did you taught? For some of you, this could be a really working a shadow works with all this, because when the moon is opposing Jupiter, that is a one of the intuition suppressing growth. That is a part of self-sabotaging process. But when there is a third planet that it squares there, that is in a personal relationship situations, which is Venus represents the daughter, represents the princess, currently in Leo. Because if Venus was in Virgo, it represents the virgin. Okay, so talking about with all those energies in there, be mindful about this. Don't create any more issues. But you need to understand when the moon is in Scorpio, you happen two things. Either you're protecting the secrets, you're protecting the underworld, or you create more issues by knowing the secrets. But don't get into these personality situations, please. So 22nd, it's coming in. The moon is going to be at mid Scorpio. She's going to be trining Saturn in there. You're going to feel the energies of the Mercury retrograde that's coming there. Kick on. More interesting, but more interesting part will be the sun, that it's the last degrees of Leo. There is this divine energies with Pluto and Neptune. That is a divine wisdom that goes inside of the authority, that the authority is ready to organize itself. Looking at the new path, the new patterns, and you begin to organize things where? On earth, finding the new ways of reorganizations, because the old ways doesn't work. You can't reorganize the world in the old ways. It simply is not working out for nobody. It needs time to heal. It needs a time of doing the things right. So, with that being said, there, um, if you look at the energies on 23rd, the moon is going to be part of this two kites. The one kite is going to be creating of the Mercury retrograde right now, and Mars towards Uranus and Pluto. The sun is going to be within divine energies with Pluto, and the moon is going to be in Scorpio, but creating another kite. What is at the bottom is the universe that supports Mercury retrograde and Mars and Pluto, that goes into the underworld. Basically, sudden changes, sudden truths. So usually this is going to be a period when the secrets coming out. But are you going to do with those secrets is the question. Are you going to bring destructions with the secrets, or you actually is going to be adjusting the secrets? What kind of communications you're going to have? So be mindful about this Mercury retrograde, because some secrets are not secrets. So, talking about all these situations, and now August 24th, Mercury is retrograde, the moon is going to be squaring the sun, and this is going to be the first square moon. Usually, this thing is like, okay, authority, I see what you're doing there, but is that good enough? Are you good enough? You may challenge yourself of, I am, that I am a good enough. What is that good enough for me? These expressions of Sag. But also don't forget about it, that energy of the Sag is about, I'm the VIP. I need to show up in the world. I am like this, I'm like that. And right now, the sun is, the authority is basically working on itself. The last thing he needs is somebody else's ego. So look at that fight within you about the intuitions and authority. What is it going on within? You don't need a competition in relationships, because if there is a competition in a relationship, it's unhealthy, and that's what the authority sees, and that's what the authority needs to change. Divine energies with Pluto, Mercury and Mars are entwined with Pluto. Where are you gonna go? Are you gonna be enough? So the moon is traveling through Sag, through Sagittarius. On 25th, she's gonna be in divine energies with at some point with both Jupiter and Uranus in there. The divine intuition is gonna be talking, but who is gonna be the benefit of this? Venus. Venus sees and reevaluates the actions of the intuitions. The love is going to be coming in, and it's going to be looking at this like, what is it going on? I see what is going. I need these expressions. I saw what it is. Now I'm going to be adjusting my love. I'm going to be turning different way. So you might going to feel it like a lot of internal work due to the love and understanding what love is. Later on at August 26th, the moon is going to be trining the sun. It's time to understand, hey, intuitions and authority, we better work together instead of fight. Venus is going to be feel a little bit left alone at that time. It's like, what is it going on? It's, I'm always going to be on my own. Is the love going to be, yeah, I'm always going to be by myself, and so on, so on, and so on. Be mindful of what you're telling the people during the Mercury retrograde with this. But be mindful what you're telling yourself is the most powerful thing. Don't listen to anybody, but listen from within you. What is it? The things that you need to do, and the world of the 3D. Because the moon is in Capricorn, trining the sun in Virgo. And that's going to be having reflections on what? At Taurus. So on the 27th, the moon is going to be very powerful on 27 and 28. Talking about those energies, there is going to be this interesting moment. That is going to be the day actually when Mars is going to be the first walking within Libra. And that is going to be when Mars is like, I'm done organizing things. I'm done organizing myself. I'm ready for a relationship. I am the masculine energies. If you, the visions and the divine masculine energies are from within you, you're going to be finding what you need to learn. But every time when a Mars entering Cancer zodiac sign, there is something for the actions is required. And those actions that's going to be required, your understanding about relationship and what the relationships are for this matters. So on 28th, the moon is joining Pluto. There is this beauty energy, divine energies with the sun and Lilith in there. What is the shadow has to do with the authority. Yeah, I organize things, but I'm not sure if they're organized properly. I did things, but they're a little bit not that great. And the moon in Aquarius is like, you know what? It's time for you to cut up the BS and let's go. That energies can be a very interesting, because when the shadow comes out, that is it the best time where the intuition and authority working the best. Why? Because there is the truth. True relationship with those two pillars from within you leads to removing the shadow, requires the shadow to be pulled out. So on the 29th, that is going to be the beautiful energy of Mars with the divine energies with Saturn. The moon is moving forward in Aquarius. There is divine energies with Mercury, who is a retrograde. That is at a time when your intuition begins to get its downloads from the divine. Don't forget about it that Mercury is the one who stole the shoes and got punished Mercury to deliver messages to the people from him that he has it. And that's what when Mercury is retrograde, he's not doing his own things, but he's doing things for the divine. Please remember that within yourself. And talking about the full moon, this full moon that is gonna be there. The moon is gonna be joining Saturn, but by joining Saturn, that is gonna power. It's gonna empowering Mars. Why? Because the divine intuitions right now with the teacher is like here we're giving you this intuition Mars, and Mars is like, okay, I learned the things I see from the past, and you're schooling me on everything, but I work with the transformations. I did my transformations. I'm okay with Pluto. I'm okay with this revising informations. I'm okay. I passed the test. I passed this. I passed that. What else you guys want from me? And this is gonna be a moment that some is gonna be schooled from who? It is like Mars is gonna be schooling the intuition. It is a Mars gonna be schooling the teacher. That is gonna be when the student shows up the teacher the areas of improvement. But also, what is it gonna be with all that? Who's gonna teach who? Who is gonna be organizing who? And at this time, the moon and the sun, they are in the full oppositions. During that oppositions, it's about when somebody does the work, doesn't matter how much work, are you gonna appreciate it? Or are you always gonna be complained? Or if the work is halfway work, why is it was a halfway work? Because it's a halfway the cycle of the moon. This is gonna be between organizing, healing, but also what is a within the spirit. Okay, you may heal the wounds in the physical body. Did you heal the wounds within the spirit? Did you heal someplace else in there? What is more painful? Hurtful emotions, hurtful vibrations, or things inside of it? And that is going to be a journey of that full moon, because this is going to be a powerful of this mysticism, this unknown things versus the known things. What it's going to be. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for enjoying this report. Hopefully that report helps you guys. And I appreciate that you're watching the report. Be love, be a compassion, and following the energies they are talking to you. All right, guys, be love.